We want to take a moment for the victims of Monday's shooting. Our hearts go out to their families. Their names were Evelyn Dykehouse, Mike Hill, William Kinney, Catherine Kuntz, Cynthia Peak, Haley Scruggs. Sorry if I mispronounced any of them, but our hearts go out to them. Welcome to the Boys and Gold podcast. I am Ricky.
I'm Jordan.
And we have a kind of a bad episode today, just because we have to admit that Cincy beat us.
Kind of a bad episode.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've said this before, but that was probably the worst performance I've seen from us.
Yeah. And that was the best Cincinnati team that they've had so far.
Well, this is the best team they've had since they've probably ever.
Yeah.
I was going to say since joining MLS, but I doubt they were better in USL.
Nope.
Performance-wise, they were, because they were, as far as I'm aware, always pretty much topping the league. But that says more about the rest of the USL than it does Cincy themselves. So.
Yeah, well, and I can confirm this was the first time that they have beat us. So in
MLS.
In the MLS? I
thought
thought they didn't beat us on the other one.
As far as I know, they beat us once in USL. I know they beat us on penalties at some point.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, in the MLS, this is the first time that they've beat us in the MLS. And it is a rivalry because we had that one guy coming across the supporter section and pointing at the Cincinnati logo
after full time.
Yeah, just some random guy.
I was gonna mention that, how there's a bunch of Cincy fans trying to claim it's not a rivalry, just because obviously Columbus is a bigger rival to them, which is understandable. They're in the same state, but yeah, you can have more than one rival.
Yeah,
for different reasons.
Yeah.
But how are you going to look at, number one, how physical that game was, despite how terrible we were, and see just players' reactions, like the Cincy players trying to riling up our supporters section after we lost, pointing to their own badge and all that. Which, I mean, fair play. They outplayed us like crazy, but.
They did, and some of our players kind of played crappy too. I mean, Dax, we need something better, man. I can see that he was really.
We were playing with 10 people that entire game.
Man, he was really mad when he got out.
He should have been.
Yeah.
That was a wretched performance. Man. He almost gave up a second goal.
There was one ball that just bounced right in front of him, and he just had to go catch up.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. He misjudged it, and it just bounced over him.
Yeah.
And they got a chance.
Man.
But thankfully, Joe Willis is just suddenly one of our best players.
Man of the month. I think he's a player of the month. Yeah.
I mean, he's got to be. I know that's at least his second man of the match this season. We're only 5 games in.
Yeah. He's stepped up, definitely. We were kind of wondering about him. You know, is he going to be good, or do we need Panico or whatever? He definitely
last season he started kind of falling out of favor for a little bit. There were 3 straight games where he was directly responsible for giving up a goal.
Yeah.
And so then we sat him out for 2 matches and gave Panico a shot. And Panico actually had a ridiculous save during that time.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was against, and to be fair, it was a terrible shot, but still ridiculously good save.
Yeah,
so
he was down and came back up.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that we pulled Joe back. Obviously, looking back, I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
And I do remember at the time saying it's probably a good idea to bring him straight back, or not straight back, but don't bench him for 3 straight games, because that probably would have affected his confidence, and he probably wouldn't have recovered. To say, and he wouldn't be doing what he's doing now, basically.
Yeah, I think that benching him for 2 games was good. Definitely, you don't want him in the league's exhibition match. You know, I mean, he's doing good. He's confident. He's there and doing a good job, keeping pretty good.
He's He's the only reason we didn't lose that game like 4-0.
Right.
He had 6 saves on the night.
Yeah, I think that in the first half, Cincy had less than 2. I think it was 2 shots on goal, and we were keeping them very good. Yeah,
I think it was like 11 shots for us and 2 for them.
Yeah,
something crazy like that.
Yeah,
and
we were keeping them.
By the end, it was only like 17 shots for us and like 15 for them. So we just got completely outplayed in the second half, despite having more of the ball. We had 61% possession. 61. As far as I'm aware, that's the most we've had in a single match all season, because usually we don't have majority.
Yeah.
But that shows how much they sat towards the end of the game, just trying to bunker us out. And
they said, "Here's the ball, do something."
Oh, they did what we do, but
yeah,
they did it better.
Yeah, man.
That 8 minutes of stoppage time was some of the most frustrating play I've seen from this team. I don't know how many times I yelled, "Stop passing the ball to Shaq."
Yeah. Oh, and that was the whole thing. We only went to Shaq's side. We never tried the other side.
Yeah. We did until the very end. The very last play we had was Lovitz. But no, for 7 of the 8 minutes, we were just send it to the right wing to Shaq. He's going to cross it in, and we don't have anybody in the box to meet the cross. So surprise, it didn't work. All right, let's try it again. Oh, it didn't work. You would think at that point, hey, let's try something different. But man, they were just stubborn or something.
Yeah, who was it that had it in the middle, and then like they had a shot? I mean, I don't know if it was a clear shot or not, but it was in the middle, and they passed it to Shaq instead of taking the shot. Was it Honey?
Yeah, it wasn't a shot that he could have taken. He got the ball to his feet, and he had, I believe we were running 2 strikers at this point. We had CJ and Bunbury in.
Yeah.
Both of them were going forward, and I mean, it may not have worked, like it may have been intercepted, but send the ball, try to send it through to one of them. You had a chance, 2 people barreling into the box to get something, and instead of even trying, Honey just popped it wide to Shaq.
Man,
just killed any momentum in that attack, and then just let Cincinnati's defenders regroup and prepare for yet another cross.
Yeah. Now Shaq did dribble around some people, and I mean, he's good and everything, but you can't just continue to do the same thing over and over. It's just not. I mean, you got to try something else. We can't just stay in that one strategy, you know?
Yeah, I thought he played fine. It's just the funneling the attack through him at the end was not working, and we just refused to try anything else.
Yeah. It looked like they shut down Schaffelberg. In the first half, at least, he didn't really try too much, or at least I didn't see too much of him, running in. But for sure, after a while, he just had to come out. They shut him down. He didn't do too many successful runs, I guess, unless I'm missing some.
Well, from what I could mostly tell, we spent a majority of the game attacking on the right with Shaq and Pico.
Yeah. Now, Pico did have a really good volley off of a corner.
Off the corner, yeah.
Oh, man, that was a good shot right there.
Yeah, just a little high, but that's
probably
the most dangerous we looked all night. Probably the most dangerous we looked all night.
That was in the first half, yeah. I mean, all the stuff that happened was in the first half. Second half,
oh yeah, we just completely
just imploded.
Just turned over in the second half.
Yeah. I mean, overall, we had, like you said, the possession. We had the majority of the possession. Passes. It looked like our accuracy was, to me, it looked like our accuracy was off, but it seemed like it was fine. 84% of pass accuracy. That's not too bad. They had 80.
Yeah, we completed 413 out of 493. I mean, you look at that's 80 missed passes, which seems like a lot, but you put that into the context of that's overall almost 500. That's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm glad that we got that accuracy and everything. We still need that forward. And I mean, that's just gonna continue. I mean, it's not gonna be something that's gonna change between now and the summer window. I mean, we need something. I mean, even if it's just some random person like Gregory came in and he's doing okay. I mean, he didn't do too bad when he came in this time. I didn't really notice him too much.
I was gonna say, I'll be honest, I didn't really notice him.
No, but he didn't do bad. He didn't do, he was. I think he replaced Dax, right?
No, he replaced Davis.
Davis, okay, yeah. So yeah, that's a position that you're not gonna really notice him too much. You're just gonna, he's there. And then you had Godoy, so I'm glad that he's back in. I'm glad that he's still doing things. He called drew a few fouls. That's really good. That's what he's there for. That's his thing. Man, but like you can't really see them too much after a while. The one that I didn't see at all was Hawkinson. He probably had the ball a couple of times, but I mean, it was on the other side of the field and everything. I just didn't notice him.
We were in the supporter section, so in the second half, Nashville was attacking on the other end of the field from us.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hawkinson, he only got 20 minutes counting the 8 minutes of stoppage time.
Yeah.
So he came in for Schaffelberg in the 78th minute. Which, yeah, what I was saying with when you were saying Schaffelberg seemed to have been shut down. It really seemed like we focused play through the right more so, and that's why we didn't see much of Schaffelberg because he plays on the left.
Oh yeah.
And so pretty much every offensive moment that we had was through Shaq and Pico. Now, Schaffelberg did have a really good moment right at the beginning of the game, a minute or two in, where he dribbled into the box and sent a cross in, but obviously amounted to nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he can.
Only moment I really noticed him all night.
Yeah, he did a few dribbles in, but they didn't come to anything. It just kind of, they took the ball from him, or the same with Hani. Seemed like they were dribbling all the way in, and then before, something would happen, that extra pass or whatever, they would take the ball away. I don't know. I guess, pass the ball early or whatever, but.
Speaking of Hani, man, he's got to stop diving.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they are going for him.
In the moment, we were yelling for a penalty, but watching the replay, he obviously dove.
Yeah.
And had he not, he probably could have gotten a shot off. Now, he might not have made it, but that's we had, let's do the stat. We had 17 shots all night. 14 of those were, oh no, I misread this. Never mind. I thought that said outside the box.
Oh.
Never mind. 14 inside the box. Okay, so scratch that. Never mind. But regardless, stop diving.
Stop diving, yeah.
Sometimes it works. You can get a penalty out of it, but there was nothing in that. Just go for goal. Because that was late in the game too.
Yeah, and
it was clear we were getting desperate.
One of the things to note about Mukhtar is that he usually gets hot later on in the year. So hopefully, he doesn't get he usually doesn't have too many shots early in the year. Then later on he starts getting warmer and stuff. So maybe we'll have an Almada on our side later on in the year when he goes to Europe. Almada is gonna go to Europe sometime. So
yeah, he typically seems to kind of hit his stride around mid-season and then carries it through the end.
Carries us through the end.
Carries us, our lifeless corpse to the end.
Yeah, man. Still gotta hope for that Firmino transfer in the summer.
Yeah, I don't see that happening as long as we've still got Loba on the books, unfortunately.
Man, yeah. So is Loba? So what is that? I guess what can we expect on Loba? Is he supposed to be transferred by the summer, or is it like after the year?
Not 100% sure, to be honest.
Yeah, because they'll have him, and I think that the Mexico League is ending. This is the ending part of their season. So they have a starting season, the start of the season, then they kind of break it in half, and then the ending of the season.
Yeah,
so this is the end.
I know they have like two. I don't 100% know how their league system works, but
Yeah,
I know they've got some weird 2-half thing where they like collect points in one half and then collect points in another half. That's like, I think it was Cruz Azul or it was somebody that like finished bottom of the league in the first half, but then dominated the second half.
Yeah, whoever is in the first, whoever is on top right now, I think they were not doing great, and they did pretty good moves. We need to take notes of that.
Yeah.
First half we were swinging. Second half just kind of either they figured us out, or we were just not doing much attacking, or I'm not sure what happened.
I just think we had a very off night. Everyone did.
Yeah.
Except for Willis and Zimmerman and maybe Mayer.
Yeah. Mayer did a good job. I think that he continues to surprise. I mean, not surprise, because we were expecting that from him. He's meeting expectations. He's doing what Romney was doing and more, So I'm glad.
I still wish we had Romney. I think he is a better defender than Jack is. But yeah, like I was saying right after we sold Romney, that I wasn't too worried like immediate, because I knew Mayer was going to fill in for him, no problem. Yeah. The issue falls to depth at that point.
Yeah. You just have him though. And we had
we lost the starter,
Depew.
But that's causing our sub to come in to become the starter. So now we don't have a sub.
Right. Yeah, we had Depew, and whatever happened with that, that's I don't know. It's still baffling. I don't know what happened there. The thing is that now we have a roster spot. Maybe we'll bring somebody from Huntsville. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say they won their first game. They almost won their first game.
Well, yeah. I mean, they won on penalties.
They gave away like a 94th minute goal, I think.
Man, to
tie it 2-2. And the way that apparently the way that league is working is that if you draw a match, both teams get 1 point, but then it goes to a penalty shootout and the winning team gets 2 points instead of 1.
Yeah.
Which
technically
I think is
no
neat,
ties.
But I know they had said they're going to be using MLS Next Pro to like that league to basically test possible rule changes for the MLS.
Yeah.
That's a neat idea, but that's one that I hope does not come to the MLS.
Yeah, it seems more in like that would be more for just the MLS Next Pro. Because it doesn't seem very professional, I guess. Like kind of like in that kind of league, you've never see that in any other sport.
Yeah,
so,
watching that game was something.
Yeah,
the way the camera work was, and you could hear the cameraman talking to like his production guy or whatever.
Yeah, it was a high school production, pretty much. I mean,
pretty much, yeah.
In that that's gonna vary between facilities, I believe.
Yeah, that was Charlotte's or whatever their like Crown Legacy, I think they're
Crown
called.
Legacy, yeah. But our guys did good. I think Huntsville, it looked promising. I think there's a few people that were standing out, and I can't wait to see them. I think one of the things I heard about bringing them up is that it'll be easier if they have already a signed contract with us, first team contract. So they have to have a first team contract to come up and play with us with the Nashville SC.
Yeah.
If they don't, we as Nashville SC can send people down there, and they can just have their games whenever. So we'll be doing that with some of our people. I think so I forgot what their names were, but they were there on Sunday. They were playing with them on Sunday. But if they wanted to, they could come back and train with us and play again.
Right. Yeah. So it is being treated like an affiliate club.
Yeah.
We discussed that in previous episodes. I think I cut out most of that discussion, but
yeah.
But yeah, it's being treated like affiliate clubs in that we're the senior affiliate, so we can send our players down to them for them to use to help them in the moment, and just to give the guys that aren't going to be starting for us or really getting much time on the field up here some play time, so that they're not just rotting away on the bench.
Yeah, and I like that. I think we have what was the name of the defender?
Longmire,
yeah. He had some moments that were kind of iffy, but I think that him playing over there, he'll get that sorted out. He didn't play too long with Louisville because he had a red card or something. So yeah.
was he the one that gave away the penalty? I don't remember.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't stay there long. he got a red card.
I mean, in this last game.
Oh, this last game? No.
Oh,
right?
okay.
There wasn't a red card.
No, there was a penalty. That's what I was asking. Was he the one that gave away the penalty?
I didn't see that.
I don't think it was him, but I wasn't sure. So.
Hopefully not. I don't know. We check that out. Yeah. So Longmire did good. I think that he had some good dribbles. Good. He shows his quality. You know, he shows his quality. But then there are times that he shows how young he is.
Yeah.
And I think that man, I'm bad with their names. I need to go check their names, because there's some that are really good, and I don't want to create like hype or anything like that, but like they have some good players.
Yeah, hopefully all of them develop, but
yeah.
Hopefully at least a few of them develop into players that we can use in the first team. But I guess we've covered pretty much everything.
Yeah. I like the transition to Huntsville too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like how we spent a lot of this episode not talking about Cincinnati, because I just want to forget this week happened.
Yeah. Me too.
Away at Orlando this week.
Yeah.
I need to check how they're doing, because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard anything about them this season. Oh, yikes, they're in fourth.
Yeah, they're in fourth. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right.
Well, their record's not too different than ours. They have a draw where we have a loss.
Yeah.
They have a second draw where we have a second loss, rather. So they're only a point above us.
Any closing thoughts?
Let's just move on.
Let's
Pretend
move on.
this didn't happen.
Orlando's coming up. We're gonna be playing away. Yeah, they're in fourth. So, man, and not too much difference. And the thing is that right now, this is only the fifth game. I mean, it's early in the season. Let's get this out of the way. Let's get informed. Let's get ready for the next ones. And I mean, we're literally like in the middle. Like, we're not too far away from bottom. We're not too far away from top.
That's what I was about to say. If you just look at where we're sitting, we look fine. If you look at the point totals, if 12th place Chicago wins this weekend, they jump above us. We're in 6th.
Yeah. That's crazy. And well, one of the things is that the same thing that's happening from last year is that everybody around us was losing. So we are losing, or this is the second game in a row that we have lost, and this is our first game that we lost at home. Let's not get down. Nashville's still good. I mean, we definitely need a forward. We need more attacking options, and we need to figure that out. I feel like we can do that. We shouldn't be like, down just because of the last two games.
Yeah, and I mean, these last two games were not easy ones by any means, because Cincinnati's just kind of completely turned around from their first 3 seasons and are suddenly a powerhouse in the league. New England's always up there. They're in first place right now.
Yeah.
In the East.
Yeah, and now we're gonna go against 4th Orlando, which has been getting better and better. So
yeah, so like you look at, obviously 2 straight defeats, not great, but that's 2 straight defeats to first place and second place in the Eastern Conference. So
yeah, it's not bad. Those were kind of games that we were expecting. I mean, for Cincy, we definitely wanted to fight it out.
I expected a win against Cincinnati.
Yeah, I wanted a win or at least a draw, but.
Well, I fully expected a win. I expected us to come out swinging, and we just didn't.
Yeah, we need better attacks, man.
I'll tell you what match I'm scared of, though. Upcoming match. Oh, it's not until June 17th. We're hosting St. Louis.
St. Louis. Oh, yeah, St. Louis is doing really good.
Let's hope that by then they're falling off a bit.
Yeah,
currently they're 5 wins from 5, which is scary.
and it's not like they're winning it just barely. No, they're winning 4-0.
Yeah, they're winning pretty convincingly.
Man, they're now.
Granted, there are 12 matches to be played between now and when we're facing them, so a lot can change. Hopefully, their momentum dies. People figure them out, and
something has to happen.
That's not tough. Hopefully, that's not a tough one.
Yeah, and they at least stop giving them the ball. I mean, this is like the 3rd or 4th time that they just straight up give them the ball.
3 different games. So they've just passed the ball directly to Klaus, I think his name is.
Yeah, Klaus he's on fire. I mean, MLS
they're giving him the ball in front of the goal.
Yeah,
you'd have to be really bad to not be on fire in that situation.
They need to make it less obvious that they want them to win. Man.
Yeah, blatant match fixing.
Wow. Like, so for the next games, I guess we can look forward for April. We got Orlando. That's number 4. We've already said that. Toronto. Where are they at?
Currently, Toronto is 10th place in the East.
Yeah, I think that they're still trying to figure out their team again, but New York away. So that's going to be
facing NYCFC for the 2nd time already.
Yeah, NYCFC. They were, I mean, they're rebuilding, but I'm sure that they have something going on right now. I think that they're still losing, but getting better.
They've got the same record as us.
Oh.
2 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out our stuff. So
they've got 1 more goal scored, but 4 more conceded than us.
Yeah.
So,
and then the big matches of the month, we got LAFC coming on April 22nd. Yeah, and then Atlanta United still with Player of the Month Almada. Yeah.
Yeah, they're throwing all the big boys at us quick.
Yeah, let's hope that we finish strong. After that is Chicago in May. May is starting out pretty good. So
yeah, it's kind of a similar thing to last season where we had 8 straight away games while Geodis was being finished.
Yeah,
it's just a early season challenge, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, bring it on.
Get through it and then try to cruise the rest of the season.
Yeah,
and I'm saying hopefully land in a playoff spot. It's with this extended format they're doing, it's going to be hard to not qualify, if I'm honest. There's only 6 teams out of 15 are not qualifying.
Oh. Wait, I thought it was 8 and 9 would still
8 and 9 are like a
wild card.
Yeah, but still that will technically be a playoff spot.
Yeah. So. I did want to bring this up. The way that the MLS Next Pro does their playoffs is pretty cool. The highest seed chooses which team to play.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So number 1, I believe that they choose first, and then it goes to number 2, number 3, something like that. I might be wrong with that, but that seems good.
Neat, but also unfair.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's kind of like an unprofessional way of doing things. I guess it's not unprofessional. It's not an ordinary thing to do. They're trying out new things, and we'll see how they go. I mean, it could be, the toughest guy wants the weakest guy, or the toughest guys wants their rival. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, it seems like that defeats the purpose of seeding at that point.
Yeah, at that point,
other than finishing first or second.
Yeah, because if you finish in the bottom half of the seeding, then you just wait. And I don't know. I guess we'll see how that goes. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's why that league exists. That they're testing it there before putting it up here. So
now the best thing about that, and I want it to come up like this year, is if you're down 15 seconds or longer, you need to get out and be looked at for 3 minutes.
Yeah, I forget what it was called, but yeah, if you're on the ground for 15 seconds or more, yeah, you have to leave the field and be checked for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So that will...
It stops diving altogether.
It won't stop diving, but it'll prevent time. It'll prevent
time wasting.
Egregious time wasting.
Yeah.
Because your options at that point are waste 14 seconds or longer, and then your team has to play down essentially with a red card for 3 minutes.
Yeah. Well, and how does that work at the very end of the match if you have only 3 minutes of extra time and you go down and you don't get up on time? Do you just play without?
I assume they're just out for the rest of the game.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I definitely want to stop that. Staying, the time wasting. That's just dumb.
Yeah, at least they're trying to do something about it.
Yeah,
and I think that rule is gonna help a lot, I believe.
Yeah, if you want to just dribble back and forth or whatever, I mean, you can do that. I don't care. The staying down and saying, "Oh, I have a cramp" or whatever's going on, that's the one that I don't like. Is just that's not a game. At that point, it just ends up being just faking an injury or whatever, and nobody wins. But anyway.
Especially not the fans, because we just get to watch people laying on the ground and not playing the sport we are paying to watch.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's hope for a good start in May. Let's just jump April altogether.
I was gonna say in May, you're just skipping April.
Yeah. No, I think that we'll put up a good fight in April. We'll see how we do after that. Our defense is definitely strong.
We've only got 2 goals conceded all season.
Yeah,
but both of those came in 1-0 losses. So
yep. Yeah.
That falls to our attackers. They got to do their job too.
Yeah, I think Willis can save us from a big loss, but we need to do something in the front for sure. And stay healthy. Leal, come back.
God, please.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you very much for listening to us. Find us in any podcast listening.
Follow us on Twitter at The Boys in Gold, and we're available on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Later.